Okay, we're here for part 2 of chapter 2. So where we left off yesterday was Spark got his mission about the book tree. Buddy gave him a book called The Snowy Adventures of Pine the Pinecone. He read the book and he drew a little picture, and now his challenge was to give this writing or drawing to someone else. He's supposed to share what he loved about the book. So let's hear what happens with Spark. Spark looked down at his drawing, feeling a little nervous but proud. He couldn't wait to see how his friend would react. He knew that Buddy would be watching, eager to see how Spark would bring the magic of the book tree to others. Spark took his drawing and carefully tucked it under his arm, looking around the elf training center to decide who to give it to. His gaze landed on Dashwood, one of the workshop elves who was busy preparing the new toys for Santa's sleigh. Dashwood was always humming and whistling while he worked, and his joyful spirit reminded Spark a little bit of Pine the Pinecone. Taking a deep breath, Spark approached Dashwood, his heart thumping with nervous excitement. "Hi, Dashwood," he started, his voice wobbling a little bit. I made you something." Dashwood stopped what he was doing and looked down at Spark with a big, warm smile. "Why, Spark, thank you. What have you got there?" Spark hesitated and then held out his drawing. "This has become one of my favorite books," he explained, "and I thought you might like it too. It's about a little pine cone who's really brave, and I hope you enjoy it." Dashwood took the drawing with gentle hands, looking at Spark's art and the note he had written underneath. His smile grew even wider and his eyes sparkled and then glanced back at Spark. "This is wonderful, Spark," Dashwood said, smiling. "I can see why you love the story so much. And I think you got a little bit of Pine's courage too, sharing this with me." He gave Spark a wink, then carefully pinned the drawing on the wall beside his workstation. "I'll treasure this. Thank you." Warmth spread through Spark's chest, and his initial nervousness melted away. He couldn't help but grin, and he had done it. He had shared something he loved with someone else, and Dashwood's reaction made him feel a little lighter, like he was glowing from the inside out. As Spark walked back to Buddy, he felt a new kind of magic swirling around him, one he hadn't expected, the joy of giving. Buddy was watching with a proud look on his face. "Well done, Spark," he said, nodding his head. "See? Magic doesn't always come in grand gestures. Sometimes it's just about sharing a little piece of yourself." And Spark glanced back at Dashwood, who was still admiring the drawing pinned beside him, and a smile grew wider. He couldn't wait to take on his next adventure. So that's the end of chapter 2. And so here is your reader's challenge. Here's Buddy's tip. When you share a book you love, you pass on a little bit of magic. Now it's your turn to spread some holiday magic. Pick a book that you love and create a recommendation by drawing or writing why it's special to you. Then give this gift to someone, a friend, a parent, or even your teacher. You'll be helping the book tree grow and bring holiday cheer to others in a truly magical way. So my challenge for you is, if you would like to create a drawing or a recommendation of your favorite book, bring it to the library and you can add it to our book tree that we're going to create to see it grow.